This is a 9-round fight. This is the main event on our card tonight. This for the U.S. Super Lightweight Championship.
Abdominal muscles the same size as my forearm.
He looks like he's been chiseled out of marble.
You can see the kind of power in Mike Bell's upper body. Mike Bell does not burn up the sport with those kicks. Good right hand then by Bell. Mike Bell looks like he's fighting smarter than I've ever seen him fight before. Nice front kick to the body, just as I said that the bell rang.
And that's the end of the third round. So we've gone 3 rounds.
We were in business, my partner and I, Mitch McElroy. We had a grappling gym / MMA gym, and we needed to find the best striking instructor that we could.
And so we came in and asked if he was interested, and he and I had remembered each other for the years that we had kind of crossed paths. And so we ended up partnering up.
We just kind of all took to each other. He looked out for us from the start, and we took care of him, and we've been best friends ever since.
But at the time, he kind of came off as a hard dude,
He also is a ridiculous kickboxing instructor. He knows all sorts of things that you just wouldn't get from a traditional one-style Muay Thai coach or boxing coach, because he's trained in multiple styles. He's like the original Bruce Lee.
I started fighting because my godfather fought Joe Louis. He was #1 heavyweight in the world, and he fought Joe Louis. Joe Louis beat him, but he fought Joe Louis. So I started fighting at the age of 4. I have 97 fights as an amateur. I have 4,000, 3,000 fights doing martial arts. And I have 60 fights doing kickboxing and all that. But I learned that I wanted to be a professional when watching other people. I didn't know. So I loved it so much at one time, they didn't even have to pay me. I just had to put a pair of gloves on and do what I do best. My toughest fight was a gentleman named Paul Vizio. And it was my toughest fight at that time, never, because I thought I was untouchable. Paul Vizio came from New York, and we fought. And my body just wouldn't react. And then it went from there. And then I fought him again. It's a whole different story. But the first time, I have a lot of respect for him, and he beat me. And that was one of my only, I have 2 losses in my career, and that was the only 2 I lost.
He does things in a way that you're constantly hunting for angles, so you're putting your opponent on defense constantly, and you're moving constantly, as opposed to other styles where it's more basic and 1-2, 1-2, stuff like that. He's more dynamic, I think, than that. So he shows you things that really take people by surprise, because, for lack of a better word, unorthodox, but very dynamic.
He can be kind of quiet from time to time. Sometimes it almost seems like he's not paying attention, but he is, He's also pretty tough on you as far as making sure that you're doing everything right. His technique is incredible, so he expects the same thing out of you. He's not somebody that wants to slouch very seriously. And if you come in and you're trying to take this very seriously, but you're not trying to listen to him, then you start to see a harder side of Mike.
He'll get a good laugh out of seeing you get crushed while he's working you out. So he likes to torture people, but at the same time he likes to take care of people.
Oh, I love him to death. I mean, Mike's like the dad I never had. He definitely taught me a lot about me as well as martial arts that I don't think that anybody else could have done. He and I have shared similar life paths, even though we lived, and come from completely different environments. But I couldn't, I couldn't imagine life without Mike.
Knowing that before I die, I can give something back to someone else before I die. That's the hope that I give every day. That's why I come to the gym every day. I get here 6:45 in the morning, hoping that somebody come in because I can give the knowledge out in my head. This is my whole plan, to make this be the best gym it is.